This is a tasty burger.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Et bien salut mes loulous, c'est ExVSK, aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une nouvelle partie sur Elle est Noire, avec encore une femme trucidée et toujours à poil, donc je pense que vous avez compris qu'il y aura de la censure. Donc voilà, on arrive à notre point, donc on va aller voir.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Bon. Y a pas des indices là, vite fait. On peut pas déposer des marques. À vue de nez. Non. Bon ben. Allez, hein, on va examiner le cadavre alors.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Kiss the blood, BD.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'elle a ici? Encore une bague? Ah, c'est dégueu.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Ah, c'est dégueulasse là. J'ai vraiment du mal à regarder, je vous avouerai. Donc on a tout. Ok.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Bon. Ça me paraît bizarre qu'il n'y ait pas d'autres indices. Ah, il y a des traces de sang.
May as well follow the trail.
Bon, apparemment, faut suivre les traces de sang. D'abord... Ah, bah j'avais pas vu l'indice ici. Oh, une chaussette! Ou un
If she
string.
took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
C'est vrai que ça qu'elle a été étranglée. Pourtant on dirait un truc de bas là, sur les côtés. C'est... Oh pardon. C'est semi-transparent. Ce serait la culotte du futur. Hop, hop. Ah d'accord, c'était ça, j'avais pas vu que c'était le B ça. Bon, on va suivre les traces de sang. Ah, on a un chapeau.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Ok. Ok, donc on sait qu'il s'appelle Antonia maintenant. Y'a pas quelque chose? Non, rien. Je vais balader un peu parce que j'ai l'impression que... Qu'est-ce qu'il y a ici? Ah, la scène de crime s'étend jusqu'ici, d'accord. Bon, pour le moment, il n'y a rien d'intéressant ici. Okay. Bon, c'est pas grave. On va essayer de chercher d'autres indices. Bon, je suppose que ces quêtes là-bas, on s'en fout un peu. Oh! Attendez un peu. Il y a une nouvelle trace de sang là. Ah! Ah! On a une chaussure! Vivienne, oula, carrément.
Plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Non, par contre, les traces de sang continuent jusqu'ici, apparemment. Hein? Hein? Ok, ça continue jusque là-bas, donc on va y suivre. Et ça continue, et ça continue. Ouais, il y a quelque chose qui brille au fond.
Kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
C'est quoi ça? Ah, c'est du Mozkill. Eh, mais attendez, il a pas dit... C'est un truc anti-moustique ça, on est d'accord? Non, en fait, on a rien à foutre. Et il m'a regardé, il m'a dit... Like I give a shit. Par contre, j'ai un truc briller là-bas. Une clé! Numéro 5.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
Oh, c'est vrai que...
Do you think he's trying to lead us somewhere? Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Oula. Un petit papier là. Allez, examinons le papier.
It's got to be a code or a cipher.
2, 5, 3. Ok, alors est-ce que ça continue les traces de sang? Ah ouais, ça continue hein. Jusqu'à l'échelle. Carrément. Bah.
Where are you taking us?
Allez, on va monter hein. On n'a pas trop le choix de toute façon. Ah. Oula. Trace de sang ici. Bonjour les pigeons. Salut les pigeons. Il y a un petit mot là.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
Alors, t'es vite.
Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us. There you go, Phelps. We got a new MO. I told you it wasn't our guy. Or he might just be getting more confident.
Oh, t'es pas sérieux, je dois sauter là. Oh là, mais il veut vraiment me guider, hein, cet enculé, hein. Encore un truc qui brille.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Attendez un peu, parce que je me suis dit, si ça se trouve, il y a peut-être un truc caché à l'intérieur. Non, il va y avoir grand chose. Eh bah putain, pour un miroir, ça reflète pas des masses, hein. Non, il y a rien, il y a rien. Allez, on va continuer avec les traces de sang. Ah, bah super, faut que je remonte. Eh bah putain, pour le détective, Cole, il y met du sien, hein. Qu'est-ce qu'on va trouver? Qu'est-ce qu'on va trouver ici? On va quand même regarder les alentours, on sait jamais que le tueur n'aurait pas caché quelque chose ici. Hervé, non, il est trop intelligent pour ça apparemment. Il veut pas nous faire perdre de temps. Tant mieux. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a ici? C'est quoi ce seau? C'est de la peinture.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
Bon. Un petit sac. Alors, servons. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dedans? Ouais. Ah, le bout de la carte.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Voilà. Bon, ben je crois qu'on a tout fait. S'il me ramène ici, c'est qu'on a tout fait. C'est moi qui conduis, c'est toi qui conduis. Par contre, j'ai l'impression d'avoir peut-être oublié quelque chose. Est-ce qu'on a oublié quelque chose? C'est une question, ça. Non. Bon, allez, on va au domicile d'Antonia, là. Allez!
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Hein? Il y a 35 rooms là-dedans. Bon, allez hop. Tac, tac, tac.
Wait just a moment! I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais... Ah!
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Bon, allons examiner ça.
What are we waiting for?
C'était numéro 5, parce qu'on avait eu la clé numéro 5 là. Ouais. Oula. C'est le bordel là. Ah, mettre.
Look at that. Someone's turned the place over.
Je lis un peu quand même. Va avoir lieu. Votre époux réside en Los Angeles. Je vais remettre. Il y a des copies officielles devraient se présenter. Voilà, il y a l'attention dans le string avec le mari là, ça se sent. Mais que ça ne soit pas nécessaire et que la plupart des femmes s'en dispensent. Je vous recommande de vous présenter vous aussi au tribunal à cette date. Dans mon expérience, la présence de la femme non accusée dans ce genre d'affaires peut grandement influencer sur la procédure. Et si votre époux n'apparaît, ne se présente pas, ouais. Ça ne fera que nous aider, apparemment. Respectueusement, Frédéric D. Tatterstall, docteur en droit.
Okay, we have an address.
Ouais, on a une adresse, c'est déjà pas mal. Ah. Ah. L'effraction a eu lieu ici.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
C'est quoi ce truc qui vole là?
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Ah. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
J'avoue, je me le demande aussi. Bah, ça va se demander un grillage ou quelque chose dans le genre, ça. Ou alors c'est le bâton de Gandalf. Je ne vois que ça comme solution. Alors... Ah, il y a une photo. Ah, il y avait un bracelet.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Alors, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose d'autre ici? Bon, bah, je crois qu'on a fait le tour du proprio là. Je pense qu'on peut aller interroger la dame en bas maintenant. On va voir si ça donne pas quelque chose ici. Ça m'étonnerait qu'il y ait quelque chose là-bas. Et ça m'étonnerait qu'on puisse... Oh non, j'ai pas envie d'aller là-bas. Allez, on retourne par la fenêtre. Et on va aller interroger la petite vieille en bas. Allez hop. Allez ma petite vieille.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Pourquoi est-ce que j'ai l'impression qu'elle se fait des reproches là? Bon, je suppose qu'on n'a aucun indice sur l'heure. Donc vu qu'on n'a aucun indice sur l'heure, on va la faire douter.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
Voilà, t'abuses un peu ma vieille. Je pense pas qu'avec la façon dont ils ont pété le truc, ça a pas fait de bruit, que tu sois encore sourde. Alors ma vieille, excuse-moi, mais pour moi, tu mens.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Tu te foudrais pas de ma gueule un peu là?
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we can check out the Eldorado bar.
Tiens, j'ai un nouveau costume. C'est quoi le Eldorado? Il est où? Ah non, c'est où ça? Ne croyez pas tout ce qu'on lit dans les journaux. On va mettre celui-là. On va aller au bar. Donc apparemment c'est là-bas qu'elle a été vue pour la dernière fois.
And where exactly are we going?
On va au bar.
A nosy old hag? Ha! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
And the natural brilliance of your smile. This is...
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Where's that goddamn waitress? A waitress? Can I have another spoon?
Ah, ça pue le divorce. Faut évacuer en 6 juin afin qu'il soit mis un terme à son mariage avec Angel Maldonado. Elle voulait divorcer. Les défendeurs, nonobstant toute autre obligation ou excuse comparaissent en personne devant le tribunal central de la cour, excusez-moi. Allez, dépêche. Ce qui est chiant, c'est qu'on doit attendre la fin des sous-titres pour un divorce du chef et de cruauté introduite par la susvision. Faites le bien fondé de la dite demande. Ok. Allez. Faut encore descendre, je parie? Ouais, on peut.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. You know, the temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
T'es un barman et t'arrives pas à savoir quand elle part. Dude.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Il m'a l'air sincère, mais j'ai un doute. Bon, d'accord. 95%, je crois que c'est la vérité.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a une porte d'ouverte derrière là? Oh, il y a un Jackbox. Je vais jouer de musique. Hein? Lol, tout ça pour me dire out of order, il est sérieux là? Il est sérieux? Bon, oui, mais c'est bien beau de me dire out of order, mais moi je vais me barrer là. Oh.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pick Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Bon. C'est quoi là-bas? Y'a rien ici? Oh, un joli bâtiment, dis donc. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, connard? Alcoolique poivreau. Allez, on va aller à la tuture. Il est bizarre comme bar. J'avoue qu'il a de la classe quand même le bar. Bon, on va aller voir ce qu'on a.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Bon, on va aller au domicile. Je sais pas ce que c'est le marché au trésor donc. Oh la dame elle parlait de moi, elle disait ah je pense que son nom c'est Phelps.
See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Alors bon, c'est bien beau mais c'est lequel? Müller. Bon. Non, c'est pas là. Alors.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
304, ok. Donc 304. Bon, comment est-ce que je monte? Il y a un escalier. T'avais pas d'ascenseur à l'époque, ils sont sérieux. Allez, on monte. Je doute que ça soit ici. Déjà, il y a 200 ici, donc le 300 il doit être encore un étage plus haut. Pourquoi il y a des portes dorées?
This could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Ah, de la baston. Tiens. Facile.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Oh, le chapeau s'est remis tout seul.
Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Oh, il aime pas qu'on l'appelle Finbar. Mais casse-toi. Y'a rien ici. Putain, il bouffe sur son lit, hein. Il a bouffé des pâtes en plus récemment. Hein. Putain, mais franchement, quand vous trouvez pas que sa gueule c'est bizarre comparé à la photo qu'on a vue, quoi. Ah, il y a un petit bout de papier là. Ok. Et ça, la tête machin, là, ça va aider pour l'enquête. C'est un cendrier. Là, c'est de la bouffe. Bon, allons ici. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Je peux pas en prendre une. Ah. C'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ces allumettes là? C'est quelle marque? Eldorado. Aha!
The Eldorado must be a family favorite.
Oh. Alors, est-ce qu'il n'y a pas quelque chose ici? Ah! Des traces de sang.
This will take some explaining.
Tu commences à aller vers la chaise.
One of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Bon. Bon, on va aller voir les voisins alors, vu qu'il m'a demandé d'aller voir les voisins. Pas trop le choix de toute façon. Donc si je toque ici.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Bon. Tac, tac, tac.
No good. There's nobody here.
Ok.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kid.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Flippant quand même le mec. Il y a personne, je parie. Bonjour madame.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps.
Il y a un téléphone.
Well executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar. Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thank you.
Ouh là là. On doit rentrer au central, faut vite se dépêcher. Putain, en plus, au début, elle était toute calme et tout, et quand elle a pas eu Dahlia Noire, ah, vas-y, je te gueule dessus, hein. Ah ouais, j'adore ça, te gueuler dessus, hein. Ah ouais, moi je suis une grosse biatch, hein. Je fais que répondre au téléphone toute la journée, hein. Alors t'imagines bien, hein, faut avoir toujours entendre ta même phrase de merde, ben moi je pète un peu un câble, hein. Bah ouais, hein. Qui pèterait pas un câble à toujours entendre la même chose quand on appelle. Bon. Et le vieux là. Bon. Donc on va au commissariat parce qu'apparemment c'est urgent. Qu'est-ce qu'il fout ce con? Putain mais dépêche-toi là. Pff, allez fais du sport quoi. C'est le whisky qui t'empêche de courir c'est ça? Allez hop.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, though. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it.
Bon. On va suivre Finbar, hein. C'est une fine flèche.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit lui avec ses promotions?
Goddamn ruins are having the season from hell.
Bon, c'est où? C'est là? Ouais, c'est là.
I used to be indecisive.
Ouais, je le savais.
Now I'm not so sure.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
His information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all his fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Bon, pas moi rien dessus. Allez, regardons la lettre. Ah mon cesse, ton âme en vertu de cette malédiction, les œuvres du mal et que la vue du bien soit ton supplice. Tous deux infinis comme est l'univers. Et toi et ta solitude qui est son propre bourreau. Quoi que tu sois maintenant une puissante image de calme pouvoir, l'heure viendra où tu apparaîtras. Ce que tu es intérieurement. Et après, nombre de crimes perfides et sans fruit. La honte suivra la trace, ta chute traînante à travers l'espace et le temps sans borne.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Guy gave his wife a tap.
Allez, on remonte. Pouf. Allons interroger le mari. Bon. C'est où? Pas ici? Non, c'est la viewing room, ça. Ok.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight maybe? She didn't stay long.
C'est pas trop possible vu que... Je sais pas. Je trouve que ça concorde pas tellement à ce que le mec a dit au bas, mais bon, vu sa gueule, c'est clairement un doute.
So if you didn't kill your wife, who did? You better come up with something, Angel. This doesn't look good.
Fuck you! I loved my wife!
You're good, kid. You murder your wife and you just sit there as cool as a cucumber.
Bah! Bah apparemment, je me suis totalement foiré. Pourtant, je me demandais si c'était pas un doute, moi. Allez, procédure de divorce.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Alors, elle est où la lettre de divorce?
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. And she ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Je vois que pour ça, je tentais de le croire.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Oh, mytho, là! Et franchement, tu balances pas autant de sang en te coupant, quoi. Vous avez vu les taches de sang dessus? C'est pas possible, là, je te crois pas.
Angel, I'm not gonna waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm gonna have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
That bum took a swipe at me.
Bon, ben... Adieu 5 étoiles, hein. C'est pas grave. Je voulais mon 5 étoiles! Bon, on va aller dans le marché trésor du jardin, là. Let's go!
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? The fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
En tout cas, j'espère que pour la prochaine enquête, il n'y aura pas de femmes nues, quoi. J'en ai marre de faire de la censure. J'en ai vraiment marre de faire de la censure sur ce jeu.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here.
Alors.
Saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Bonjour.
I just don't know
Sir,
how to dance to
Wait,
bebop.
you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a derrière cette porte? Oula, carrément.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Alors... Un scalpel avec du sang.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war.
Ok. Ah mais non, mais j'étais carrément l'opposé, qu'est-ce qu'il me fait? Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Ah, merde! Putain! C'est quoi encore? Donc c'était 2, 5, 3. Ok. Ah mais... Ah! Mais oh. Donc... 2. Tu dis 2. Gauche. 4. 5. Et l'autre... Donc c'est 3. Il y a des bijoux dedans. Il se prend pour un saint, quoi. Ah. Ah.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Yeah, de la course-poursuite, baby!
God damn it, get after him, Cole!
T'inquiète pas, on va l'avoir.
Wish me luck.
Là, il fait quoi, là? Je fais que ça, le collet, bordel! Comment ça se fait que sa voiture va plus vite que la mienne, quoi? Ouais!
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Et moi, j'essaie de le tuer.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it? There's no such thing as too perfect.
Voilà. T'es foutu.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Alcoolique! Ah, allez, adieu le... Hein? J'ai 5 étoiles alors que j'ai loupé une question? Bon. Avec un cadavre sur le pas de sa porte, le procureur va peut-être essayer d'envoyer Clem à la chambre à gaz.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do at that. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Et on va s'arrêter là comme d'habitude. Encore une nouvelle enquête de passer. Ah, je me demande quand est-ce qu'on va avoir la promotion et tout pour passer dans notre section. Excusez-moi, je suis un peu fatigué aujourd'hui. Mais c'est pas grave. Allez, sur ce, mes petits loulous, n'oubliez pas que ExVSK, même quand il est malade, il fait des vidéos pour vous, rien que pour vous et toujours pour vous. Allez, sur ce, je vous fais plein poutou partout. Encore merci à tous d'être là, parce que j'ai vu que vous étiez maintenant 80 000 vous êtes abonnés sur la chaîne, donc je ferai une petite vidéo spéciale sûrement fin de semaine prochaine, donc le week-end prochain, histoire de vous remercier et de reprendre aussi un peu 4 Mario, histoire de refaire finir le sort à trouille. Sur ce, petit loulou, je vous laisse. Prenez soin de vous en général, n'oubliez pas d'avoir la Ouiiii attitude, comme d'habitude, avec j'ai trouvé pour le cul. Ok, c'est la chanson que c'est que dicton, je vous fais plein de tout partout, je vous dis à la prochaine pour de nouvelles et folles aventures. Ciao, bye et peace.